All right, so if you don't have the HOSNUC Disk 3, Hospital Albers, USA Nuclear Reactors, and Chem, that you can download them from Moodle. Um, and if you can't find them on Moodle, go ahead and email me. So what we want to do is go ahead and set there, make sure the CRSs are set. This one should be WGS84. And it is WGS84. We're going to say OK. The hospital's Albers here. We're going to make sure it is North American Albers equal area conic. We're OK. The USA reactors set CRS equal area conic. And the county, well, probably is. Got the right CRS because it's showing up. And it is the equal area conic, so we're pretty good here. Now what we want to do, and I don't have the OpenStreetMaps on because things will draw quicker if I don't. So the first thing we would like to do is try to save our HOS dist nuke so we know this is actually liberal arts colleges, so we're going to try to save it as a different name. Okay, so we're going to click on it once, right click. We're going to export the layer, and we're going to save the features as GeoJSON. We'll name it LA College Liberal LA College with dist. We're going to make it a GeoJSON. It already exists for me because I did this to make sure it would work. The CRS that we want with that is the is the 102008, the equal area Albers. So we're sort of keeping everything together there, and then we're going to say OK, and we're going to you won't have to overwrite the file, and then it's going to bring it up. And we'll get rid of our CSVs, so we're all in the liberal arts colleges, and it's at this point burying everything. So let's go ahead and bring our hospitals up above so we can see them. You will note that if we try to zoom to it or see it, it doesn't show up on the liberal arts college with this. So again, we're going to have to go to set our CRS. This probably is working in 3.81, but it isn't here. So we're going to go back to our Albers projection, the 102008, and we see that now they pop up. And so we've got everything ready to go here. Let's go ahead and make our I'm going to go ahead and click save. Let's go ahead and make our nuclear reactors. We're going to go to properties, and we're going to change our symbology. And from a simple marker, we're going to change the type to SVG marker. We are going to go down and grab, I don't know, a scary toxic head. And we're going to apply that. And those are pretty small if we kind of go over and look at it. So we need to make them bigger. And apply so we can see them. Yeah, those are probably big enough and scary enough. If you want to change the color, we could go here to make them sort of a reddish, blood reddish, and apply. And yeah, I guess that's okay. And I'm going to end with that because We could play with this all day, but that sort of gives us the nuclear reactors because they're kind of scary. I'm going to drag it up here. The hospitals, again, there are the most of those, and we're going to go ahead and go to properties and change those as well. And from a simple marker, we'll also go to another SVG marker. Again, we're going to need it to be bigger than 2. We haven't picked one yet. Now, there should be a health one here or an emergency one here. Let's try health. Sure, we'll use the and I don't really think I want that to be green because it's kind of ugly, or that whatever green that is. Hospitals are bluish, so we'll make the hospital blue. We'll apply that. And okay, so but I'm going to zoom into Pennsylvania here just because we're going to make a map of our beloved Commonwealth here. So we can sort of see what's going on here. The final thing we're going to do, zoom in a little more in this stage, is let's pick something for liberal arts colleges. But we want to make those something that is how close, that symbolizes them for how close they are to a nuclear plant versus how close they are to a hospital. And so we'll go to our properties on our LA college with dist. And from a single symbol, we'll go to graduated. And from a color ramp, I'm going to go to, instead of method color, let's go to size. We'll make them different sizes. The column we'll use, let's go down and do our ratio, which I put an N on the end. My apologies. We'll go to equal count and we'll classify that and we'll apply. So the safest ones are those where with the greatest number, they are the furthest away, or where the distance of the nuclear plant is very, very large compared to the distance of the hospital. And for right now, I'm going to say OK. And you see that our happy little Juniata College here is awesome. But we're going to drag our nuclear reactor to the top so we can actually see it, and our hospital also to the top. I'm going to have to make that a little bigger to get it to work. And there we go. So we can see Juniata College. Right here is a great place to be. It's not the best. There are a few that are closer to hospitals than that. I'm not sure I like the color scheme. I could double up on color by changing some of them. All right, and that was probably, so those are sort of the very best, the Juniata ones. We'll go to a light blue and OK. All right, and we can play with that some more, but largely that helps us with what we want. And there we are in the middle of Huntingdon County. And so we pretty much have the map that we want right now. We probably want to change the colors, etc. If you want the OpenStreetMap's background, go ahead and put it on, see if that helps. It probably does when we're going to go to blow this up. Last thing we're going to do is zoom in just a little tighter. So when we put this on a layout that we get sort of zoomed into where we want to be, we probably want to go to our hand and drag it down and over a little bit. All right, I think we're pretty good there. It's looking pretty okay. And so I'm going to save it and stop recording, and then we'll go to making layouts.